Good morning, guys. Professor Mike here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So a couple videos back I did make a video on the 5 things that I love about this Camaro RS. This is a 2016 Camaro RS 3.6 liter V6. Has about 325 horsepower from the factory. It's completely bone stock as it sits right now with a couple of cosmetic things done to it. But in this video, I'm going to go over 5 things that I absolutely hate about this 2016 Camaro RS. And hate is a strong word, so I'm going to say dislike because there's really not much that you can hate about such a beautiful car like this. But if I could go back into time and change something about what Chevrolet has done to these things, these are the 5 things that I would change. All right, so going on number 1 is the blind spots. And I know that you guys were definitely waiting for this one. It really is true. I mean, if I look through this rear view mirror, that is the window that I have to look from. There are blind spots in the side mirrors here. It sits really low. They've really crunched down this window from the previous gen. So like, let's say I close this door. See how small this window is? That quarter window, it's really crunched down. Even the back window down here, there's blind spots all over this thing, and it's hard to drive, especially at night. Now, when you first got this car, this thing had 5% tint on it. So trying to drive this thing with 5% tint at night with a ton of blind spots was absolutely horrible. So we actually took that 5% off and went with a 35% tint, which is legal in Florida. And it's still, I mean, it helped out a little bit, especially driving at night. I think it has a ton of blind spots and it's very dangerous. All right, going into number 2 is the engine bay. Not because of the actual horsepower of the motor, but just because of the way it actually looks under the hood. I don't know why, but they did put this cap on top of it, and you really can't even see the engine. You can't see the details of the 3.6 powerful motor. My Mustang, you could see the manifolds, you could see the intake, you could see the headers and all that. It's really hard to see with this huge cap on top. You know, so most people, it probably wouldn't bat an eye. People are like, it's under the hood, doesn't matter. I'm not really looking for that. But to us car guys, we like to dress up the under hood, kind of see. You know, we go to car shows, you pop the hood to see what's under there. And if you have this big, huge plastic piece on top, you really can't see the motor at all, and it kind of hides from the true perfection of this 3.6 liter. All right, so number 3, what I hate about this Camaro RS, or what I dislike about the Camaro RS, is that it's so heavy. And it's not that heavy, but it's a lot heavier than the Mustangs. That's why they included an extra little bit of horsepower and more torque, because of the weight difference. Now, my Mustang weighed about 3,400 pounds. This thing weighs about 3,800 pounds. It's like 300 pounds more. That's like equivalent to maybe 2 extra people in the back seats. So when you're actually doing some pulls down the road, kind of think about that. I mean, it's 300 pounds goes a long way. I mean, every pound counts. And I mean, it has the leather interior. The leather interior is heavy. It's super wide. If I had bigger tires and wheels, it'd be even more heavy. It's got 20-inch wheels. That's a little bit more heavy. It's got the dual quad tip axle back system. So this thing probably weighs like 3,800 pounds. So that's one thing that's a little downfall. I wish it was a lot lighter. The good thing is it's a lot lighter than the previous generation. So Chevrolet is coming together and making it a little better, making it a little lighter. But so far, it's still a lot heavier than the Mustang. All right, so going into the interior, number 4, what I hate about this Camaro RS is the seating in the back. Like, okay, so I'm about 5'8", 5'9", so I'm not that tall of a person. But even still, like, even if I'm like, I don't really have that much long legs at all, and there's still barely any room back here for someone to sit. My girlfriend sits in the passenger seat, and if you have a backseat driver or backseat passenger, it's just not going to work unless you absolutely hate these people. You maybe put a baby back there, but when I push this back like this, I mean, there's really no room, nobody for able to sit back there. My Mustang had a little bit more room, but that was another gripe that I had about my Mustang. And I know these are sports cars, are not made for, you know, all that, but I just wish it was, come on. I mean, come on. And lastly, number 5 that I hate about this Camaro RS is the storage. Now, this is the center console right here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up, and that is the storage that we have for this entire car. Just enough to put a couple pens and some change, and there's a little tiny box right there to put a pack of gum. That is it. That's all you get. Let me go ahead and pop the trunk. The trunk is not much better. So Here's the trunk right here. I mean, I just have some stuff in here right now, but that's it. That's as far as it goes, and that is the entire storage compartment. So you have to lug some stuff around and you're trying to go to the airport, you can maybe put a suitcase back there. I mean, honestly, you'd probably have to just put all your stuff in this right here in the back of your seats to fit, but the center console and that trunk, definitely not going to cut it if you're someone that carries a lot of stuff around. But this is a sports car, like I said, so it's not made to be luxurious. It's not made to be roomy. It's made to be sporty and have performance. All right, so there you guys go. That concludes the 5 things that I hate about this Camaro RS. And those 5 things were so hard to find, let me tell you, because this thing is absolutely perfect. But those were 5 things that I can come back with Chevrolet. If I worked with them in the factory, I would change those 5 things from this car. The good thing is, I'll give a little bonus. In my Mustang, when I did the top 5 things I hate, was that the cup holders were right here where you use your hand and rest your arm to shift. So if you had a cup, you'd be shifting like this. Chevrolet did a great opportunity. They put the cup holders on the side and more towards the back. So when I rest my arm here for shifting, I'm not touching the cup holders. So that's one thing that Chevrolet did right that Ford did not. So if you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Also, on Fridays, I am posting the subscriber videos of their cars, their trucks, any kind of vehicle. If you have any kind of exhaust clips, cool modifications that you've done to your Mustang, to your Camaro, your Infiniti, your BMW, your F150, whatever it is, go ahead and shoot me a DM at Professor Chucks on Instagram. Also, you can also email me at professormikeco@gmail.com. Those videos will go up every Friday. So I'm still posting my Sunday to Wednesday, and then on Fridays I am posting a subscriber build with all their modifications. So for example, if somebody posts a Camaro and they send it to me, I'll ask them to send me all the mods, and then I'll put all their mods in the description and all the links to go ahead and buy them so that you guys can go ahead and check them out, go ahead and buy them. I think it's super cool to get the subscribers involved in the channel, as all, you guys made this channel, so let's go ahead and give back to my subscribers by at least including you guys at least once a week. So I do have a lot of people that are already lined up, already ready to go, and I've been posting them every Friday, as you kind of already noticed. Other than that, guys, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.